Welcome back to our channel. Today we turn to a story that is as heartbreaking as it is revealing about the modern monarchy. It concerns King Charles's quiet but firm decision over the future of Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, the daughters of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson. For two young women who have never put a foot wrong, it is a story of love for their family, the shadow of scandal, and a future now closed to them. For years, Beatrice and Eugenie have walked a difficult tightrope balancing their positions as members of the royal family with lives as private working women. Unlike William, Harry, or even their cousin Zara Tyndall, their identities were always shaped by the choices of others, particularly their father's scandals. Now, sources confirm that King Charles has decided there will be no return for the York sisters to the ranks of working royals. The decision has left Princess Beatrice especially devastated. Friends close to her confide that she once harbored hope of stepping in to ease the royal workload. With Charles continuing treatment for cancer and Princess Catherine recovering from her own health battle, there has been a visible shortage of working royals. Beatrice believed she might help shoulder the burden. Her elegance and warmth during recent joint appearances had impressed not only her uncle but also the public. For a brief moment, it seemed the door might be opening, but aides now insist it never truly was and never will be. "The king appreciates Beatrice's qualities," one insider said. "She has never made mistakes. She has always been loyal. But Charles is determined to draw a firm line. There will be no half-in, half-out arrangement." For Beatrice, who reportedly lost all hope after hearing the final word, the rejection feels like punishment for the sins of her father rather than her own conduct. The pain is sharper still, because Beatrice genuinely enjoys royal engagements. She has the enthusiasm and charm suited to public duty, and she would have been good at the job. Her cousin William reportedly has a warm relationship with both Beatrice and Eugenie, and he would welcome them at Sandringham this Christmas. But with their parents, Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, facing exclusion, the sisters are caught in an impossible dilemma. Do they attend without their parents and risk appearing disloyal? Or do they stay away, deepening the rift within the family? For King Charles, the decision is no less painful. He has a soft spot for the York sisters and feels sympathy for their plight. Yet he is haunted by the fear that Prince Andrew might try to get in via the back door, using his daughter's royal participation to reclaim influence. At Balmoral and Buckingham Palace alike, aides argue that Charles cannot afford to take such a risk. It is not the first time the sisters have borne the cost of their father's actions. In 2011, their 24-hour police protection was controversially withdrawn, sparking a bitter row inside the palace. At the time, Andrew was reportedly furious, believing his daughters were being sidelined. Charles himself, then still Prince of Wales, intervened after security costs spiraled during Eugenie's gap year travels across India, America, Thailand, and South Africa. While Eugenie personally funded her hotels and flights, the security bill for her bodyguards topped £100,000 money drawn from the taxpayer. Charles quietly pushed for the cuts, and Andrew, angered and humiliated, is said to have appealed to their mother, Queen Elizabeth, for redress. This pattern of scandal and fallout has followed Beatrice and Eugenie ever since. While neither has aired personally, the shadow of their parents looms over every opportunity. Most recently, Sarah Ferguson's latest scandal reignited whispers that any path to royal duty for her daughters is now permanently blocked. "It is heartbreaking," one royal observer noted. "Beatrice and Eugenie are blameless, yet they are paying the price for mistakes that are not their own." Still, both women have quietly built lives outside the firm. Princess Eugenie balances motherhood with her art world career, while Princess Beatrice has enjoyed a measure of success as a private equity analyst. Her advisory company, BYEQ, launched in 2022, has finally found its footing. After a modest first year, accounts recently revealed earnings just shy of £500,000, with profits of nearly £275,000. Financial independence has been a source of pride for Beatrice, who, as a non-working royal, receives no public funding. Yet the reality remains, Beatrice longed for something more. She hoped to wear her title not only as ornament but as service, to stand alongside her cousin William and her uncle the king, helping carry the load of monarchy. Charles' decision has now crushed that hope. For Eugenie, too, the message is clear: their role will forever remain on the margins. Christmas at Sandringham looms as the next test. The sisters must decide whether to attend without their parents or stand in solidarity with them. Whatever choice they make, the outcome will be painful. In the eyes of the world, they will appear either isolated or disloyal. For Charles, it is a reminder that even as king, family wounds are never easily healed. At its heart, this story is not about privilege lost, but about daughters caught in the crossfire of scandal. Beatrice and Eugenie have carried themselves with dignity, yet find themselves locked out of the institution to which they belong by birth. Charles' stance may protect the monarchy's integrity, but it leaves his nieces adrift women without a country, in the very family they call their own. And so, a heartbreaking chapter unfolds. Beatrice and Eugenie remain loyal, eager, and ready to serve, yet the door is closed. Their future in the royal family is not one of crowns and duty, but of exclusion, survival, and the cruel reminder that, in the House of Windsor, blood alone is never enough.